Good morning. Welcome to my garden, Lilac Hill. I wanted to share the large rhododendron before the rains came. It is just so beautiful. They estimate it to be about 60 years old, and that's because this property was part of a large farm at one point in this corner of Mowat Bay, and the rhododendron was one of the original plants for the farm. It's loaded in bees and thousands of blossoms, lots of new growth, and it's just no words. It's just perfect. It's so pretty. I couldn't be happier. It got 2 wheelbarrows full of compost in the spring, and it was the peat-free compost, and it really has benefited from the amendment. All right, and I'm up here on the second story sun deck, so just gonna pan around. This is where I grow the roses in pots because of the deer, and I will do a more roses video once I get them a little bit further along. This is the seating area, and then this is the door to go into the house. We're going to be putting in a double French door in the next couple months. The slider is a bit on the rickety side. There's the barbecue, and I just love the colors that are in these cushions. I like to use the lime color as accent for pots and accessories. Very dark area to sit and watch the night sky. We did enjoy the northern lights from back here, and the garden was bathed in purples and pinks, and it was such an amazing sight to see. I can't describe it. It was right over top of the house. It's very nice. I guess because it's so dark back here. And this pot has the green, which I really like, and then this pot is the rose called Pretty Lady Rose, and it is a rose I bought from Brad Jalbert in Langley about 10 years ago. And look at its foliage for the new growth. A little bit of yellow leaves, but they just shed off. And the roses are done in Miracle Grow for the feed. So let's go down and have a look at the other rhododendrons and a little update on the construction of the glass house that we're putting in. There's the garden from the second story, or from the large sun deck. There's the lavender lady lilac, really performing beautifully. And let's go down and have a look at the other rhododendrons. Neighborhood is woken up. I came out here a little bit late, and now I can hear all kinds of construction and busyness and traffic. Okay, so here we go. This is the door, and there's going to be 10 windows in here, and there's 3 in the back wall. This is the view through the front wall, which will have 4 windows. It's really nice. And then the side wall will have 3 windows. Yeah, so 4, 3, and 3. Peonies just about to open. Gonna be a beautiful bed of color. There's 2 new ones to go in. One is Coral Sunset, and the other one is Alexander Fleming. This bed is going to be expanded. A good thing about bordering in rock, and it's just going to come out a little bit right through here, because there's a natural path that's come through the garden, because I have to have a path now cutting across this bed because I can't come through now on my horseshoe. And then this will be expanded, and I'll add more peonies in here, and then it will blend into the path that has those circle stepping stones. And I'll leave a little patch of grass back there for green. So a little bit of an expansion happening probably in the fall. The ground is a lot easier to work with when it's wet. I'm just going to leave the garden now for summer, work a little bit on that rockery area, and help Terry with the windows. I have to prep all of the old windows in a paint called Apple Blossom. I'm doing a pale white green for the glass house paint exterior. So if I get moss on it over time, I won't have to be concerned about the color. I kind of want the color to something like a natural aging color, moss. I don't want another bright color because I already have bright blue and orange and yellow for my summer house, and another bright color building would be too much clash and too much busyness. Just a pop of color, and then the glass house color will be more pale yellow, sorry, pale green white. Okay, let's go look at these rhododendrons. Just a beautiful display of flowers. The larger pink one at the back was one I got on a walk one day. It was dug up and someone tossed it, so I brought it home. It's full of bees. It's nice to see. Lots of new growth. The one at the front is the Percy Wiseman. Another lovely shade of pink. A little bit of a darker pink to opening to lighter pink. And then this one is Warginar's Purple. I specifically wanted a dark purple rhodo to show off the yellow, and it looks nice against the yellow of the Northern Lights series azalea. And that is really nice combination there. The purple, Warginar's Purple. And considering I did not put bark mulch down last winter, I'm lucky to have any flowers. Okay, so coming across here, the other purple I should show is Edith Bosley. And that is this one. And that is Edith Bosley. And then there's Yaku Prince. Slightly lighter than the Percy Wiseman, but lovely plant. And then the other one that's in this bed is one I have trouble saying. And it is this tag here. I think that's Cata Wildbient's album. And it actually shows on the card that it is white. But look at it. Starting mauve and going into a really beautiful pale mauve. So that's actually a nice surprise that it is these colors. And I was going to move it from this area, but I decided not to move it. It just is a really nice surprise when you come around the corner. And also it's doing well back here. It's still, even though it's small, I didn't want to move it and had to risk it not enjoying its new home. There's the side view of the glass house. And let's just come along in here, and I want to share the azalea that was a Mother's Day gift from my father to my mom, or his mom, my grandmother, in 1963. So that puts this plant at over 60 years old. And it's nice to see an old plant still going and giving blooms. I gave this plant a lot of compost this spring, and it really benefited from the compost. So it's nice to have these heritage plants from family members. It was in my grandmother's garden for many years, and it moved to my aunt's garden. Then it came to our Maple Ridge garden for 17 years. And then it was in my Chilliwack garden for 4.5 years. And now we've been here for 5.5 years. So that gives you an update on the rhododendrons and the glass house. So as I get further along with the glass house, I will show videos of our windows going in. And also the tree peony is about to open. So I will show the tree peony once it comes into bud. Just a little look at the Arnold's tartan bush honeysuckle, and thank you for watching.